Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Coin Corner. I figured we'd talk a little bit about starting coin collecting tonight since I've just started 2.5 years ago myself. And we'll wait for some people to come in if anybody does come. Uh, Blockhead, Lincoln, glad you make it. We're hoping to get Robert, supposed to stop by if he has time, and Joe Durbin if he's feeling a little better. He was a little under the weather earlier today, so. Joe Durbin, if he's feeling a little better, he was a little under the weather earlier today, so. Joe Durbin, if he's feeling a little better, he was a little under the weather earlier today, so. Sorry about the echo, guys. I forgot to mute my YouTube side. Thank you, Lincoln. I appreciate that, my friend. I'm sure they'll be in the basement before long, hopefully. But welcome to everybody else. It's Craig Durbin. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Hey, Lincoln, send Craig, if you've got Craig's email, send him a link. Hey, Florina. How are you, hon? It's good to have you. It's good to see you. Welcome to everybody. Like I said, I thought we'd get Robert and Joe and Craig and a few other people just talking about how they started and what they started with and how that grew and just started coin collecting. My girlfriend, Florina. Or Florina, I should say. All right. Craig, do you want to come up? Let me know in chat if you want to come up. I'll email you the link. Hang on. I'll be right back, folks. Well, I thought I had it, but I don't think I do, actually. That's odd. All right. I haven't got his email, Lincoln. There we go. I avoid it too, Greg. I'll put it up in chat real quick and take it down. Hang on a sec. Here you go, Craig. I'm not going to leave it up there long. Hi, Fire Occasion. How are you, my friend? Let me make sure that posted. I don't see it posted. There you go, Craig. Hopefully that one worked. Hey, big dog. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Let me change cameras here. There we go. Hey, Joe. Craig, how are you?
All in. All right, all right, all right.
Good to see you, my friend.
Great to see you, brother. Oh, man. Look at them gems.
No, that's just I've got a drawer full of these things. I just pulled out a few because I know when I first started collecting, I actually started collecting sets, proof sets and mint sets. There's Oz. How are you, Oz? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to everybody. I thought I'm not. You what, Craig?
Let's see Oz Art in here.
Yeah, I just saw Holly Daddy.
Big Dog Weather. Good people in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Florina's here. I think Robert's on his way. He's setting up his computer. Joe was under the weather earlier, so I don't know if he'll be here or not.
I don't want to hear that.
I know it. I think his back was bothering him. I believe he said. Well, folks, I also got a brand new roll of, or new to me, a roll of 60Ds we can go through as well.
Nice.
A little later, we'll look at them under the scope.
I just don't want to distract from coin talk because you guys know a lot more about coins than I do.
Well, that's one of the reasons I wanted you up here, Craig, is because tonight's about people that's just getting into it. And like with myself, I've been doing it for about 2.5 years.
You're a sucker tonight.
Yeah, you and Joe and Melissa and Amy and Johnny Ray and Majestic and Jeep and John. I mean, you guys have all kind of got a pretty good knowledge and stuff.
The rest of the people have been in a lot longer than I have, Greg.
I just love the people, you know.
I do too. I like the coins.
I enjoy seeing the coins, but I love the people in the community.
Oh yeah, people are great here. Hey, Amy.
Nobody wants to look at my plastic coins anyway.
Yeah. Let me I'm on the YouTube side right this second. There we go. All right, let me take that other down, that link down. I forgot to do that. Where'd I put it?
I hope Lincoln's doing well today.
Lincoln's doing pretty good, I think. I'm hoping he's got to get up early, so he won't be with us all night. But I'm not going to be on that long. I don't feel that well myself, to be honest with you.
You're not overdoing it. You said something about going back to work tomorrow. I'm worried about that, man.
I think I'm going to wait till at least Tuesday, but we'll see.
I don't want you to overrush it, you know, put yourself back into getting worn out fast and being sick. It wouldn't be good on top of that operation.
That's true. That is true.
You know, so much of that flu and stuff floating around. The guy doesn't need to be down with that after having an operation like that.
Well, I'm just, my stomach's been up all day. I've got to go back to the doctor in the morning. So we'll see what's going on. I think I'll be fine though.
Yeah. Regardless, I'm going to say some prayers for you because you're one of my brothers, and I got to do that anyway.
Okay, we'll let a few more get in here before we get started. Now, hopefully, Robert will be up.
Cookies and coffee.
Okay, that's what I was just
over there making out like a bandit.
Yeah, I was here for the cookies and the coffee. Well, I don't have either. Well, I've got coffee, but I think we ate all the cookies.
You know, I was on Melissa's stream early in the morning, and Popzilla was on the guitar. And I tell you what, I enjoy his music. I mean, he's a lot of fun anyway. But
yeah, he is a lot of fun.
He really does a good job at throwing a tune out.
Well, I'll tell you what. While we're waiting on Robert, let me switch cameras here, and we'll start looking through some 60Ds just to keep everybody occupied. Boom, here we go. That's a
AA meeting. AA's for quit.
Huh?
I was asked if this said this isn't an AA meeting. I said AA's for quitters.
That's right. AA meetings of quitters. But there's the first one out of that brand new roll of 60Ds I got.
That's a nice coin for being.
Pretty coin, but I don't. Well, I might have a small RPM on it. I'm not sure. Robert will be here. He'll be able to tell me more than anybody, except for him and Joe are my go-to guy.
That coin's 60 years old. That thing's in pretty good shape. I'd say it's in better shape than I am.
I know it's in better shape than I am. No question about that. Let's see.
Count Stacula in the chat.
Count Dracula here. Yeah, I'm looking for that large or small over large today, or large over small, whichever one you happen to come across.
That one's got an uneven rim on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I just noticed that myself. Yeah, it's thicker down in here than up in here. Just a little bit off center, maybe. I don't know what they call that. But most of these I check the all verses for, not so much the
That's
rear.
on both sides too.
Yeah, it is. Well, yeah, it is. Let's look at this again. You know, this is a nice roll. I've got, I bought from a good friend of mine. I've got 7 more rolls coming to the shrink wrap type 60D.
Count Stacula thought he said he thought that coin was doubled.
Which one? The one I just showed?
Yeah.
Let's look again. Reverse or obverse? Yes, Robert. Sorry, Robert. I didn't mean to leave you in the cold basement, buddy.
Hey, don't worry about it. I took in, I did a video. It has my volume, by the way.
Hey, Robert, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Mr. Joey? Is my volume coming through okay, guys?
Your volume's good here, Robert.
Good. Because I just did a 15-minute video with no damn mic, and I got to redo it now.
Oh, no. I hate that. I'm sorry.
Hey, ain't your fault.
Well, I can send you a microphone. I've got a couple of them.
Oh, no. That's not the problem. Well, Thorne and I can explain better. I just bought this big thing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at it, and I was going to try and hook it up, and I haven't had a chance to get it hooked up. And, well, when I did, I took my old cheap one, took it off, and I forgot to plug it back in, and here I'm doing my video. And
oh, no, and you didn't have any mic at all. Oh, Lord.
So, yeah. Minor
adjustment.
15 minutes of my life that I'll never be able to do a video that good again.
Robert, what you could have done is premiered the video, and you could have added the audio right over the top of it with the video premiere.
But then I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, Robert, I'm going through that last roll of 60Ds that I got from Joe the other day.
Uh-huh.
And I got some more coming. So, you know me with 60Ds.
Well, now, Alden, boy, have I got a deal for you.
Uh-oh. What do you got there, Robert?
I got enough coins to put you in debt for probably the next 10 years.
Well, you've always had enough to put me in debt for 20 years. What are you talking about?
But these are all pennies, Alden.
Oh. I got enough to use for ship anchor now, but I can always use more.
Well, these start in 1934.
Ooh.
I really hate to tell you, but I was looking online. Some of them rolls, they're selling on eBay for almost $600 a roll.
I guarantee it. The oldest BU roll I have is a 42.
42, you say?
Yeah.
Well, 42 planes aren't too bad. You get to the D and the S's, it gets a little expensive.
I'm not sure, but I believe mine is D, 42 Ds, but I wouldn't swear to it. I'd have to go look.
Okay, let me see where those numbers are for that.
I bought a lot of Travis when he was selling a lot of his stuff.
Travis usually sells pretty good.
I did good. I did well on it. I mean, it cost me, but it was worth it.
Well, that's a little
gone through it yet.
roll. That's about $100 roll.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Depends on the roll. When I say $100, you can give or take. Honestly, that's your base. A better roll, you could probably add to that $50, $75.
Right.
But if you look, I got some of these rolls here in the late 30s. Like say $450 a roll.
Yeah, that put me in debt for a while.
Yeah. Well, I got every one of them from 38 to 58D, O and BU condition.
Wow. You found a treasure trove right there, my friend.
Well, it was presented to me, and that don't include the other 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 500 to 1,000 other rolls that he wants me to buy.
Wow.
That's only 100 rolls.
Wow. Yeah, I've only got probably maybe 200 altogether in my own personal collection. A BU roll.
Good start, Alden. Good start.
Well, yeah, but I've been collecting for, like I said, that's kind of what I wanted this was to be about, is how people get started collecting. And me being a new collector for just 2.5 years.
Well, I got to take them. What I really got to do is I got to get over here to YouTube, find that dang Alden Davis, because he's live, and here I am. I'm taking and I'm talking to you, and I can't see chat or nothing.
Oh.
There, I got it now.
There you got it.
Heck.
Lorena says you have a new toy and didn't even hook it up.
That's it. Let's see here. Pop up chat so I can see you guys while I'm in here. Okay, let me go through and say hi to all of the wonderful people out there in YouTube land, if you don't mind.
Oh, take your time. I'll give you the screen, my friend.
Oh, no. You ain't got to do that. I ain't that special shit. Let's see. Hello, Count Scacula. Love the name. Fire Cajun, how are you? Amy, the beautiful Amy, I can't wait to see you in July. Let's see here. I see Alden is there. Hey, how you like that? Hello, Ozark. How are you, my friend? I see Lincoln Central Coins. Blockhead's in there. Hello, Blockhead. Good to see everybody. I see my beautiful wife, Flordelina. She's in the other room watching. So, okay, I think I caught up now.
There you go.
At least the ones that I seen right now.
Well, I'm going to give you the screen, Robert. I want to see that mic close up. Has it got the built-in sound card?
I'd say so.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's a Samsung. That's a nice mic. Now, my boom mic is a Shure.
Okay.
But yeah, those are nice mics. Yep, that is sweet. I like that.
Well, I picked up a bunch of other stuff. What I will be streaming on soon will be this.
Yep. I've got one similar to it with a big zoom on it.
Well, the one thing I like about it is I bought this lens. This lens was about $300, but it's got a light on it.
Yeah, it's got the light ring.
Yep.
Yeah, those are sweet.
Yeah, I think that's going to be very good for videos and for auctions.
Right. Now, my camera that I'm using, not this camera that's on, because that's my microscope. But my other camera has the light ring on it, like Amy's does. She's the one taught me into buying it. I love that thing.
Well, no one talked me, and I did a little research on the I did a little research online on YouTube, and I found that apparently those are really good. So what happened to everybody?
I thought I'd put up Florina's comment about your new toy.
Oh,
I'm just trying to listen so I can learn something.
There you go, Greg. You like that, Florina? That's cute. But hang on a minute. I'll be right back. Let me get that camera and show it to you, the one I'm going to start using.
okay.
I've got a new one myself that I haven't even tried out yet.
Everybody's getting new toys.
I know it. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Sure. So, Mr. Joey Bag of Donuts, I don't know that I've ever met you, but hello.
I'm Greg Durbin in the chat. So I always put up these funny names just for kicks and grins, I guess.
Oh, okay. I don't
I don't know if you do the political thing or not. I'm not going to get into that whole discussion on Alden's stream, but one of my favorite podcast people is Dan Bongino.
Oh, I know Dan Bongino.
And he does whenever he has a John Doe conversation about, just general public person, he says, Joey Bag of Donuts. So that's a name that I picked up from Dan. He's a good guy. He does a really, straight up podcast about news, and I enjoy it. So,
oh yeah, I like Dan Bongino. Hello, Ozark. Yeah, I really do. Yeah, I see a Craig Durbin in there. What is this? Everybody's related?
there's Alden. He's back. Oh, look at that cannon. That thing's sweet.
Now, which one is that, Alden? Let me see a little more about that. What model?
He's on mute still, so.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Alden, you have to unmute your mic. Keep showing. I see.
Okay, yeah, it's an SX60 Zoom. And
Right.
I've got the Rode mic on it. I've got two different ones. This is the battery operated one. And then I have another boom mic that's not battery operated. And what I like about this thing, if the battery's still good in it, is the zoom on it. It'll do macro or micro. Well, it'll do macro or micro.
Right.
And it does a video live feed. That's why it can run off Bluetooth. And there's the lens for this one. And this is a built-in lens. This isn't a DSLR. This is what they call a bridge camera. Now I have
Let me see the side of that again.
this
The side of the camera itself. Okay, now let me see the other side if I can.
here. Let me put it on big screen. Hang on.
Yeah.
There you go. This is full HD, 65 zoom. Here's the back side. Of course, it's got the
Right.
Flip out
And,
window.
Wonders on their cameras. I hear they got the best true color out there.
They do. I've got Nikon, Canon, Olympus, and what's that other one I have? Oh, I don't even remember now. And they're all DSLRs. I've got two of these. I've got one that's total night vision, and this one.
Wow. Total night vision would be cool.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to sell it. I bought it for when I was doing paranormal investigations, and I've got like 22 different full vision night cameras.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got a lot of cameras. Most of mine are GoPro.
We're going to go hide in the woods with Alden.
Yeah, no, you ain't gonna hide in the woods from me.
If you got the night vision, you can hide pretty well. And you can see everybody coming.
Yeah, but that's some of my new toys, Robert.
You.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, That's a pretty nice little camera.
Ooh.
And then I also bought a what I do my actual videos with. It's called a Zoom H2, and it's got dual mics on it. The sound is terrific, and it's got good picture quality. And whenever you see me doing just a video, not a stream, that's usually the camera I'm on. Is my Zoom,
Okay.
and they're real compact and portable. A lot of musicians use them because of the sound quality.
Well, I'm going to probably use the 1855 for me.
Yeah, that's
That's going to be showing on for me. And then see, now I got two of those cameras. So the other one, I'm going to put the 35 millimeter macro on it
right.
with the light.
Right. I've got a macro lens on my Olympus
Uh-huh.
DLSR. Yeah.
Well, good. It seems like you know a little bit about cameras. You can take and help me by getting it set up.
Sure. Yeah, I've worked with cameras since I started out in cameras back in the 80s. I bought my first SLR, which was a Pentax. And I went from a Pentax to a Nikon frame. And I kind of graduated to the Canon because it had a better picture quality. And I've stuck with Canon pretty much. Canon and Zoom. I like Canon for video, and I like the Zoom products for audio. And I have quite a bit of both.
Well, I started with the Minolta Maxima.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Alden, but didn't the Pentax start out as a kind of like a Japanese knockoff of the Canon?
Well, actually, Pentax started out under another name, and I can't remember what it was now. Centra or something like that. I had one of the early ones. You said something about Minolta?
Yeah, I have the Minolta. I got the Minolta Maxim, the first autofocus, I think it was.
Yep. I've worked with them and known people that had them. I've never owned a Minolta of my own. I've always stuck with Olympus and Canon and Nikon and there's one other one.
Well, I'll tell you what, it did wonders for the time that I had it.
Oh yeah.
I remember doing black and whites that I could take photographs and do micro photography with it. That was just, I mean, that's how I put up most of my first pictures on eBay with back in the 90s.
Yeah. They make a mount for this camera that you can do the same thing with. It works just like your microscope. Only thing, it holds the camera itself straight up and down. And you put your micro lens on it, or macro lens. And I mean, it's unbelievable pictures. You just got to have good backlighting.
Well, see, that's what I've got to work on. I may have to make, like, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. If I need a light box or what.
They make a large light ring that sits through, and it's on a tripod with an extension arm. I could do some research on it. I used to have one, but I sold it to a friend of mine. And I kind of regret that now because I may need it with this new camera setup I've got here, the new Canon.
I just bought a light ring that I bought it because actually I bought it at Walmart, but it's not real super big, but it may be big enough to light it without giving me wash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want that ultra glare, or you don't want the reflection glare. That reflection glare that really hurts your picture.
I think the problem I may have is going to be just that, the reflection. I've got to see how that works because I've seen that camera. We took some photographs. My daughter came over to help me set that camera up. She's got a Canon, but we took and we didn't really have a lot of problem with glare except for on a couple, and I'm not certain if we're going to be able to bypass that because I have a filter that we took a photograph of one of those LED lights, and believe it or not, that filter took, and we could get through the whitewash and actually see the little LED dots on it. So, and that filter was just thrown in for some reason free of charge with the I got my set.
Yeah.
and that might work. So
It is.
we was experimenting with it.
They make 2 or 3 different types of them filters. They make the yellow one that, and then they make an ultraviolet one, which kind of blocks out your real bright, harsh lights.
I got 2 UVs. I think they sent me 1 extra on accident.
Oh, did they? And then another thing you can do, and I've used this before myself. Have you ever heard of a reflective umbrella?
Yes, I got those.
Okay. If you turn your light toward the umbrella and then turn the umbrella toward your camera source, it will it'll diffuse the light and you kind of lose it. Yeah, that's what exactly what I'm talking about. And that diffuses your light and that takes a lot of the glare away.
Right. I reset my camera.
Yeah, but you beat me too. You already have one.
I've got a few.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
They're real handy. They you can really manipulate your light source a lot better with them, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but yeah.
But yeah, so I bought a few new toys myself. I haven't been able to afford much here lately since I've been out of work. But
Yeah. I took and I decided to take a little bit of money that I was getting and just put it in there.
that was a wise investment.
Yes. Hey, North Carolina kitty.
Hey, there's the feral cat. He likes chases balls of yarn that Joe sends it. ONC Kitty Fishing does.
Yeah.
You got the T6i, NC?
I almost got that, but I heard, the reason I went with the the Rebel, what is it? The Rebel SL2 is I was told that it does not have that timer on some of the new cameras that do videos that they say after an hour they cut off automatically. And you have to just start it again, but they say they cut off automatically.
Now, my Canon does that. My Canon will film for 30 minutes and cut itself off.
Well, see, I was told the SL2 doesn't do that.
Yeah, I don't think the Rebel frames do. But see, this isn't like I said, isn't a DSLR. This is a bridge camera.
Right.
I can't change lenses on.
Right.
Just one large zoom lens.
Well, now will you be able to continuously video with that, or will you?
Yeah, I can't continuously. I can video for up to 30 minutes at a time.
Okay.
Now my other one, the one I use for video, it's the H2 made by Zoom Corporation. It will video as long as you got it plugged in or the batteries last. It'll film. I've filmed up to 3 hours with it.
Well, I was told by the guy at the camera shop that Panasonic paid the tax and they can video forever.
I've heard the same thing. I've never owned a Panasonic, so I really don't know.
Me neither.
I know they make some nice equipment. But
We bought 2 cameras last year. I bought an 8-man A80 action camera, similar to a GoPro, and we use that most of the time on all kinds of stuff. And then I've got a kind of like a knockoff of the Sony webcam, and we use that a little bit. And the only thing I don't like about that camera is you can't use it as a webcam.
right.
The camcorder knockoff, and the video output file is an AVI. So if you want to manipulate it in the editing software that I have, you have to convert it to an MP4.
Right.
So you have to upload it to YouTube and have YouTube convert it to an MP4 and then download it and then manipulate it.
Right. That's another thing I like about my Zoom and this one. It'll record an MP4.
Our action camera does, and it's a 4K camera. The downside is that when you record in 4K and you convert that to MP4, it takes a long time to render it.
Oh yeah.
But also, if you upload it in 4K, it takes a long time to render it to YouTube because YouTube's going to automatically convert it to MP4 anyway.
Exactly.
So
that's why
it nice video, but by the time you dumb it down to MP4, I don't know whether it's worth spending the money to buy a 4K camera or not.
And Joey, I just did the research, and that's actually dollar for dollar, and the time spent, the additional time for rendering, you name it, everything you said. Yes, you can do a lot of wonderful stuff with it. Now, I've got a real quick video processor, but I felt for the extra time, the extra money, because you're talking a lot of extra money for a true 4K. I said no. I went with the SL2.
Well, and that's the thing about it is that 8-man we spent $60 on with the accessory kit. So it has a kit that's similar to a GoPro where you have the underwater case and all that stuff. And for $60, I could ruin that camera and not feel bad about it. They spent $800 on a GoPro with all the bells and whistles. They would probably feel at your wallet a little bit. And a lot of the stuff tends to be outdoor stuff. So,
Yeah.
like,
I think a lot of it tends to what I think a lot of it tends to be what you're using your camera for.
Yeah.
And the condition you're going to be using it in as well.
I threw that 8-man on the front of my zero-turn mower and was mowing 3-foot tall grass with it this last summer. I didn't have a bit of care of having that camera on the front of that mower. I wouldn't do that with a GoPro.
No,
and
I've got a GoPro. They're pretty tough.
I was gonna say I got I know somebody who's got a GoPro. One of the I think it's a black, but
That's what mine is a black.
yeah, I hear those things are tough as nails.
They are. They're about indestructible, really.
Yep.
Especially if you've got the case, the outside shield case that goes on it. I mean, they're waterproof. It's amazing. The only thing about having the case, if you don't have an external microphone or an external mic, like a Zoom makes a, I think it's a Z1, and you can, you have to go through your editing. You have to, balance your outside audio resource with your video. The reason I say that is because if you got a GoPro and you put it in the case and use it, your audio on your GoPro is just about nothing.
Well, the nice thing about that knockoff webcam that we have, or the camcorder that we have, it has a boom mic that goes on the top of it that has a rechargeable battery in it. So you can do stuff with external sound pretty good.
Yeah.
But, for just doing stuff where you're outside, you really don't care about the sound. I can throw that cheap 8-man camera in the sound, in that water case and not worry about the camera getting damaged because I could replace the case cheaper than I could replace the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. I know how that goes.
Hello, Sheep Pirate, Craig. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, we'll get into coins here in a little bit. We got kind of off on the camera subject.
It's an important subject because, people that are just starting out, I mean, a lot of YouTube channels aren't going to spend, $1,500 to $3,000 on a camera.
That's true. This particular camera here, the one I have, the Canon, they run $500 to $600 without the extras. The mic, the boom mic, the battery boom mic I got on, it's about $200, and then I've also got a Rode non-battery powered, which is about $100 mic. But I like the Power Assist because it gives you a lot. It's got a bit of filter in it for one thing, and also gives you a lot more oomph for the money, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
What do you got there, Robert?
That is the Coleon Leopard Colony 20 centavos. This was actually for a leopard colony back in the, as you can see, 1920s that they had in the Philippines. Back then, they didn't have no, basically, it was like they're doing with this, whatever that new disease is they got in China where they shut down the whole cities.
Right.
Well, this here, you got sent to an island, and it was a leper colony, and you used this money, and they wanted to take and make certain that that money, they actually use bleach and stuff in order to clean it in between uses and things.
Huh. That's an interesting story. I never knew coins like that existed.
Well, now the Philippines not the only one. There's other countries that had them. Right now, as you know, I like Filipinos stuff. I can't, I'm certain somebody in chat would know of other leper colonies, but I do know that the Philippines had one, and I've been collecting these for a while. This one I'll probably sell if I already got one. I'll sell the lesser of the two, but hello, Majestic Sound of Coins. However, I picked it up today because it just was in good shape. A lot of them are really, really, really just all messed up.
Yeah, that's a cool coin. I don't have anything like that. I didn't know they made them.
Yeah, well, you ain't seen nothing yet. I was at a coin show today, you forget.
Ah, no wonder you're bringing out some new stuff.
Here, I'll show you a new one that I got that we'll be selling this at an auction.
Oh, you got a double ear, 84?
Yep.
Cool. That's another one I don't have in my era of variety collection.
Well, this can be yours if the price is right.
If the price is right. There you go.
Well, you know what? We don't have Cindy in there, so I don't have to fear what I'm about to do.
You get a Morgan. Yep.
Now he's talking a little bit more my speed. It looks like some of the plastic I have.
Yeah, I've got a few Morgans of my own. There's a 90. I know it's a 90, isn't it?
1999.
Oh, 99. Okay. I'm needing a 94, 95, 96, I think, or 93, 94, 95. Maybe that's it. 93, 94, 95. To finish my date set. That's nice, Robert.
Yeah, that one. These two are pretty nice. I picked them up. I figured somebody would want to buy these things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, if the price is right, I might be interested. That's got nice toning on it.
Yeah.
Even your camera's picking up that toning. That's nice.
Well, this is still a cheap camera, and wouldn't you know it? There's no auction, and it's working great tonight.
Yeah, I know it. You got the luck I do, Robert. Most times I'll have my camera working great, and I'll go put up a stream or a video, and it goes.
Yep. Now, go ahead and take the camera off of me for a minute. I'll put that double deer up on my other scope.
All right. You get it up there, we'll put you back up. I'd like to see that close up.
Well, let's see. I may take, and I think I'm going to put this one up first. Lincoln's in the room, isn't he?
Yeah, Lincoln's right there. I just see him say hello to She Pirate. Welcome, She Pirate. And Anthony, thank you for being here, my friend.
This goes way better in hand, but
That's the double die for sure.
yeah.
Is that a Kennedy?
No,
Oh,
Eisenhower.
oh, an Ike. Oh, an Ike. Lincoln.
Let's see. Where did I see that? It's
Since Robert's in here,
What's that, Joey?
I see the shelving on it.
There ain't no shelving on this.
Well, I mean, not shelving.
Not
Yeah, that's it. I get my terminology in me. I told you I'm green, dude. I'm green.
I ain't complaining.
I'm learning though.
That's the important part.
Hello,
Robert,
Ed.
what is a DDO? What is the definition of DDO?
DDO is a double die poppers. I'm sorry, Robert.
No, that's okay.
And DDR is a double die reverse, and RPM is a repunch mint mark.
You're learning pretty good, Joe. Or Alden.
Oh, I'm getting there.
Joe must be thinking about me. Now this one don't show up that good, but here we'll show you the ones that will show up good.
Oh my Lord. You could see that with the naked eye just about.
Yeah.
Woo, that's a nice one. Is that a lamination or a mark above his ear?
It's a minor stain, I'd say.
Oh, okay. Speaking of laminations, have you heard anything from that scent you sent off?
When we sent that off, Alden, they went on their Christmas vacation.
Oh, so we may not hear from them until February.
It's in the system working.
Yeah.
Alden, I may have to go because, and I apologize to everybody, but I have a family. My niece is every minute. We are counting down the minutes. She's only 30 or 46.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. And they sent her home and they put her on comfort meds this morning. And I'll be honest, I hate to say it, but I'm expecting to possibly get it. As all the all the people out there in YouTube land know, I've let them know. And yeah, I got to take this call. So,
okay, Robert, thank you for being here. And
Thank you, Robert.
we'll play them for you. Good job.
hello. What's up?
Yeah, everybody. Let me get the camera off him. I knew Robert had had a family thing going on. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but prayers sure appreciated. Not just for the lady, but also for the family. That's tough. That's always tough. I found out yesterday last night they put my mom back in the hospital. She's been a cancer. She's in her 80s now, and it's come back full blown. They don't expect my mom to make it, so I'll be traveling to New England halfway soon to go see her, hopefully. And so I kind of understand the family thing.
Definitely, that's a rough situation to deal with.
Yeah, it is. It is, but it's part of life. I think it's just, Lord says it's your time. It's your time. That's all there is to it. But anyway, yeah, it was a nice double here. Let me go back to this, change cameras here, or move that. When we were talking about starting coin collecting, I don't know how you started, Craig, but I started collecting sets like this, and I've got another one here. I've got Yorkville actually, but this is a mint set. I mean, a first set. And this is a mint set.
Yeah.
And that's how I started collecting. Was
A lot of that came from my grandpa. He was an antique dealer. He was, he dealt coins and stuff like that as part of the antiques.
right.
And then the city that we live in passed an ordinance that said he couldn't sell antique currency without a dealer's license.
Oh, wow.
So, he had already been doing it for years, and then they changed the law, and he wasn't willing to comply with the new law, so he quit selling antique currency.
Huh.
And he just boxed it up, took it all home, and he sold a lot of it, and then, the rest of it we just put up. So it's been in a bank box for 30 years up until recently when I took it out of the bank box. So
My first actual collection, I started with Lincoln cents. And I didn't even start with the old ones. I started with the actual memorial. And I put together Dansko. Let me kill this light. Hang on a minute. I got to find it. There we go. Hopefully that'll help. I don't know if that helps or hurts. But this is from 59 to modern to recent, including a W. But this is how I first started, and it was an inexpensive set to start with.
right.
Some of them are a little tougher to collect. The large, you may get, the 60 larger and the small, and you get two different versions. You got the 60 and you got the 60D in large and small. And the 62D, no, that's not large and small. There's another one here.
The nice thing about those books is you can always upgrade the coin.
Right. The 82, you had a small date zinc, large date zinc, and copper both. So
Right.
that was a transition year. And then, so it's a pretty easy set BU to put together. And now since then, of course, my Dansko collection has grown. I've got about 14 different Danskos now. Not all complete, but a lot of them are. But that's how I started. This is the first set I actually put together as a collector. And I added to that this is the second lowest mintage penny ever made. And this is the 2009 copper set of the 4 different Lincoln cents from early year.
Those are just beautiful.
Yeah, they're real pretty. This set here, you can still get at a reasonable price, but it's one I look for, and eventually it'll go up in price. So, and then these are just other random hole fillers. I don't like empty holes in my books. So,
Right.
so that was my first actual collection. Collection.
Yeah.
And it grew from there. And then I started putting sets together. And of course, I started doing the rolls. And now I'm working on a complete set, roll set, which is getting, I probably got all of the memorials. I'll never have all of the wheats because it's like Robert was saying, he had that, he found some 30, I think it was from 33 up. And some of those are later, even the later 30 rolls are several $100s a piece.
Yeah, and even in the wheat varieties, there's so many of them that I don't think you could probably possibly have every coin there ever was minted.
No, probably not.
I mean, you would have to have a vast storage area for that.
Yeah, you would. I didn't mean to hog the camera, guy.
Oh, that's all right. I'll get it for me. It's your stream.
So what got you started coin collecting, Craig?
I really, like I said, most of all the stuff that I have is stuff that we've had in the family for a real long time. I haven't really, as far as new investment, a lot of the stuff that I've gotten recently has been the proof set stuff. I have bought a few coins here and there, and I've had some coins sent to me, but I really haven't actively started collecting anything recently.
Well, actually, I have you a package started coming your way, Craig, that'll have some nice starter stuff in it.
Actually, one of the things that we've been trying to work on is building a house because we're running out of room. So that's another reason why I really haven't dove into it per se.
No, yeah.
We have about 4 households worth of stuff in my house, and we're out of space.
Right.
So,
She Pirate says, I have 2 complete wheat cent collections. Is impressive for sure. Yes, it is. Lincoln also has 2 sets, which I'm hoping to buy one of them from him here in the next few months. Because I've got a partial wheat set. I don't have any. I've got a couple of the semi-key days, but I have none of the key days. And I've been working on that collection since I started. And some of those coins are pricey. So,
yeah, well,
congratulations, Pirate. That's a good accomplishment. I'm sorry, Craig.
that's like my collection. Melisa'd like to hog tie me and put all of them in airtights. But most all my coins are in coin bags, and everybody cringes when they see those coins. So I do have some that are in flips, but the flips probably need to be replaced. But with anything, when you're collecting something that's got antique value to it, you don't necessarily want to separate it from where it's been. And that's the nostalgia part of it is what I appreciate as much as a coin is the history with the coin. So
Right. When I first started, I didn't start out with Danskos naturally. They're kind of, I progressed to them over the years, but I started out with the three ring binders that hold 2x2, and I still have 3 full ones, and that's how I started, keeping my coins in 2x2s, and also keeping them. In fact, I'll bring one out here in a minute and show you. I've got one just for foreigns. I've got one for different sets I have that I don't have Danskos for, and then I have another one that just has errors, varieties. There you go.
see, like I think that this is an original flip that the coin was actually placed in either when it was new or something of that nature.
Right,
It's got a serial number on the flip itself,
right.
but that's a 43 steel.
Yep. Nice coin. I've got several of them. I like them. You're going to have to excuse me just one moment, Craig. Lincoln, Thank you for being here. And I know you've got to get up early and you've got a lot to do tomorrow. God bless you and Godspeed to you, my friend. Prayers be with you. And by the way, text me when you get out and let me know what's going on. And I will talk to you tomorrow, Lincoln. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Lincoln's one of the best.
He is one of the best.
I could not run my Sunday night stream without him. He takes care of my chat and does a great job.
He is one of the best. I think a lot of Lincoln, and I appreciate his ability to support so many people as well as he does. And he's always helpful and supportive of everybody. He and Brian's World Mechanic are 2 of the finest stream support people that I have ever seen on YouTube.
Yeah, Brian's pretty cool. Sheep Pirate, I've been collecting about 2.5 years. And I started, actually, there was a girl at work that she's like Robert. She loves varieties and errors. And she kind of got me interested in it. She found some unique coins, showed them to me. And I was like, how many of them have I just thrown away or given away or passed on as change? Well, that's how I started. And I got on YouTube and I got to know Robert and Travis. And I got later on, I met Joe, who turned out to be one of my best friends, and Lincoln. And they turned me on to a whole new world of collecting anything. And so when I get into it pretty big time.
Yeah, I really enjoy Joe. I mean, he has just a calm nature about him.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here to kind of fill in for him tonight, Greg. I know he calls you here
because he's got a universe of knowledge.
He does. I love this show because I'm able, me and the people that are in chat, we get to pick their brains. Him and Robert Larson. Amy is another one that is here a lot. And I pick her brain. She's great. She got a lot of knowledge. And when it comes to Canadians and British money, she's phenomenal. And then there's Rivendell. Rivendell is another one that's very, 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 he knows his stuff when it comes to coin.
Yeah, I enjoy Amy, and of course Jeep and John. That goes without saying.
Oh yeah, Jeeps is another one. Yeah,
he is so much fun, and
let me know and I'll send you the link, honey.
And another person that I really appreciate is Majestic.
Yeah, Majestic's a good guy. Let me go back to YouTube side, Craig. I'll be right back.
All right.
Amy, we'd love to have you up. Just let me know and I'll send you the link, honey. I'll keep my eye on chat. Yeah, Amy's good people. We're going to finally get to meet each other in July when we go to the Cleveland Coin Show.
Yeah, that'll be stellar. It'll be a show. It'll be worthwhile.
There's going to be a lot of us there. Jeep's going to be there, and Robert, and of course Robert and Daniel from Coin Help You will be there. Joe Durbin and his wife Diane, Amy, myself. There's going to be a bunch of us. I can't remember everybody else, but
Lincoln and Majestic, and
I don't think Lincoln will be there, but I think Majestic will.
Maybe not Lincoln, but Johnny Ray.
Oh, Johnny Ray. Yeah, Johnny Ray said he'd be there for sure. I think Robert had to go. I'm not going to take him out of the stream in case he gets to come back, but
Yeah. I hope the best for Robert. I hope the best for Lincoln too. I don't know what he's going through tomorrow, but
okay. Thank you, Lincoln. I didn't know you were still with us, guys. I appreciate you, my friend. Like I said, Lincoln covers my butt. I don't care what stream I'm on, whether it be a chit chat or a coin channel, a coin show like this one. He's always there. So
yeah, I was watching Sheep Hider stream earlier, and she got some really nice ASEs that are, I mean, beautiful.
yeah. But that's how I get started in it. And Lincoln Coins is on even in his sleep. That's probably true, Sheep Hider. And go back to the YouTube side just for a sec. Well, we've got 13 likes and always 2 dislikes.
Hey, we gotta love the haters too.
Hey, what the heck? I mean, I get them every time I'm up. So whether it's 4 o'clock in the morning and 9:30 at night, so they always make me. I don't take it personal.
Yeah, well, you can't. And I was in the stream with a friend of mine earlier today. We were discussing the death of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I hate it. Yes.
You know, it's a tragic situation, and there are already cartoons and memes and all kinds of stuff making fun of the situation. And I said, you know, one of the things I always say is always say a prayer for people you don't care for, because you may end up having to take care of them.
That's true.
You know, you want them to be in the best possible situation so you don't have to deal with it.
Well, Sheep Pirate, if you want to come up, you're welcome.
I enjoy Sheep Pirate. She does a phenomenal job on her channel.
Never met her, but we'll find out here in a minute. Sheep Pirate, I'm going to throw it in the link up on chat just for a second. Jump up here, and I will take it back down. There you go. And let me know when you're in the basement, honey. But yeah, I like having new people up, especially coin folks, because I pick their brains.
The majority of what my collection is a lot of Morgans. I do have a lot of peace dollars and a lot of nickels, and but just kind of, I don't even know if they're what you would call key dates or anything like that. Just a lot of random stuff. And that's one of the things that Melissa's been wanting me to do, is to put them in new flips or something and kind of preserve them.
Right.
So I get fascinated by seeing people go through them. Hello, Sheep Pirate.
Hey, Sheep Pirate.
Hi.
Okay, I got rid of the link. There we go. Lincoln, you need to go to bed, but I appreciate it, buddy. You have a good.
Thank you, Lincoln. Hey, everyone.
Hi, Sheep Pirate. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually putting my West Points that Jeeps gave me. I don't know if you saw it, Joey, in my live stream. He gave me 2 West Points.
I'm Craig Durbin, by the way, Sheep Pirate. This is just a stream name that I pick. I like the funny names, so I put them on there all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, his name's Craig, and he's a good guy, Sheep Pirate. I've got to know him in the last few months, and we've become pretty good friends.
All right, cool. Wait, Craig, what's your last name?
Durbin.
Oh,
like
Durbin.
Joey.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's another one of them Durbins, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a few
Those
of them.
Durbins, they're taking over, aren't they?
They're taking over. It's called a syndicate.
Oh, that's cool. Good. Thanks for letting me on. I love talking about how I got started with my coin collecting, because
we'd love to hear it.
that wheat cent that I said I found, it was in a bucket that had been sitting in my closet for about 15 years.
Wow.
And I pulled it out, and that wheat cent was sitting there. And I was like, I was like, this thing is old. So I Googled it and YouTube videos came up. I clicked on a live stream and it was actually Adventures 529, I think. Yeah, do y'all know him? He does like ice fishing, coin collecting.
I've heard of him. I'm really not that familiar with.
Yeah, his name is Tony. And anyway, so I got on there and I was like, hey, I was like, you guys don't know me, but but I just found this. Can you tell me something about it? And I got in his chat. It was a lot of fun. And I was like, man, I would love to do this. And I was really embarrassed. Even being on the chat on the live stream like we're doing now, I was so nervous that my hand was like shaky. And they couldn't even see me. And I was still so nervous. And he, after being on a few of his streams, he talked me into uploading my first video.
Wow.
So that's how I got started 2 years ago. And here I am.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
We're awfully glad to have you in the community.
Thank you. It's been
Great.
great. Everybody is so friendly and quick to help, to help me with information, because I still consider myself a newbie.
Well, I
And
am too. So we're part
Yeah.
of the same club. I mean,
Yeah, but
I've had the opportunity to be around a lot of people that have been into it for a long time.
mhm.
And when I first got started, heck, I didn't know C.C. Morgan from an O. Morgan. I'll be honest.
Right.
I knew what a Morgan was, but that was about it. And
I'll tell you something funny about that too, because I still get a little nervous. Like I went to the coin show, the Houston Money Show. Hi, Amy. I went to the Houston Money Show, and I told my husband, I don't know if you guys saw the video where I was eyeballing a Martha Washington bill. And we walked around the coin show, and then I was all like, man, baby, I was like, I don't know. I was like, I think I'm really going to go back and buy that Martha Stewart. He goes, you mean Martha Washington? I was like, shit. I was like, no, I don't want to go back. No, I'm embarrassed. And then he was like, baby, it's okay. He goes, you're still learning. And I'm like, but that's stupid. But yeah, I still get all tongue twisted and stuff, but I appreciate you guys being so patient.
Well, the only dumb question is a question that never gets asked.
Right.
It's so fascinating to me to see so many different people from so many areas that can bond together, and not necessarily just over the coins, but in good friendship. There's a lot of these streams that are, centered around the friendship, and the theme is the coin theme, but it's a lot more of a personal relationship in the community. And that's what is kind of the glue that holds everybody together.
well, I've made a lot of good friends on here. How are you, Amy?
I'm doing all right. How are you? I was not expecting to be up on stream tonight, so I've been sitting here wrapped up in a blanket doing some online shopping.
You're one of them with ladies that just look good wrapped up in a blanket. What can I say?
Nice
Oh,
and
yeah.
cozy.
Listen, I'll be
Right?
right back. I'm going to go get my Morgan book. So I want to show Craig that. I'll be right back.
Fix my
All
camera for a moment.
Whoop, wrong button. I meant to hit mute. No.
Yeah.
Of course, Amy, you're always a gem. I mean, I always enjoy talking to you.
Well, thank you.
And I really enjoy She Pirate's live streams because she does a phenomenal job of showing things and explaining things.
Aw, thank
Right.
you.
Well, and
You're so
that's
sweet.
kind of, I've gotten away from doing that a little bit just because of, life.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to work my way on getting back in that direction because that's where I wanted to be. And I was having a lot of fun doing it, especially with Canadians. So, and I mean, like everybody else is saying, I've only been doing it about 2 years. So I'm still fairly newbie-ish. I don't understand, the whole minting process and all that. I have a good idea, but I definitely do not consider myself an expert. I've gained the nickname the Queen of Canadian Coins, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
You
No,
earned it.
I'm not.
You earned that name.
I don't see it, I'm like, wait, no, there's a lot I don't know at all, but so be it. It's
Yeah,
okay.
at first I knew I liked the wheat pennies. I just think they're just really, I just like them. They're very, very pretty to me. That little wreath on the back. I mean the wheat. I love it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure exactly like how I to coin collect. And one of the advice that I got from lots of people, they were like, "Well, stick to one thing first." Because at first I was like, "Well, maybe I want to do $2 bills too, and quarters, and half dollars, and this, and then there were, and then I got overwhelmed, and I was like, "Oh, I was like,
Right. I did
I'm
the
not
exact
gonna
same
do this.
thing.
It's too
I'm
much."
still overwhelmed because I still collect a little bit of everything.
I do too, but I focus more on half dollars and the wheat cents now.
Right. I did the exact same thing because when I first started and said we're gonna give this a try. So go to the bank and I got like $5 worth of rolls of pennies. And I think I got like $6 worth of nickels. And my very first roll was a roll of nickels, and the first thing I found was a 36 buffalo. And it was
Oh,
hook, line, sinker,
yeah.
done. I was like, way
Look, bit
freaking out.
and shrunk at the same time, right there.
Yeah. Oh man. And so after that, it was like just hoard everything I could find. And I still
Mhm.
hoard. If you look at my desk right now, it is absolutely horrendous. There's
Yeah.
pennies everywhere. There's UK coins. There's Canadian coins. There's Yugoslavian coins. I got Morgans over here. I got
No, I
Canadians
know,
everywhere.
and that's actually what I'm doing. You see, I'm starting to consolidate, and I'm starting to put my stuff in these little, what are they called? What are these things called?
Flips.
Flips? Yeah.
I
Oh,
Yeah.
flips or clips?
those
Flip with an F.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm
Like
starting to
you
put
flip.
them up because I got a binder going. And I think I just heard someone saying that they started off with the putting the binders.
I did. That's how
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing
Yeah.
now. You see,
Right up.
Uh,
Right up.
just to show you
That
real
way.
quick. So I have like notes and little things so I have it all separated. So I'm working on that.
Oh yeah, that's a great way to get started. Because I graduated from that to the dance goes. And Greg, see if you like this one. Hang on.
Yeah, that Morgan book, it looks good. Wow.
Now, they're not all BU. Most of them are. A lot of them come out of slabs, actually. This is my date set. Now, I have a lot of other Morgans in another collection, but this is my actual date set. And these are the three I'm missing: 93, 94, 95. And those are the three hardest ones to find in any mint.
In any mint?
Yeah, you can O, P, D, CC, they're hard to find. And higher the grade, the more you're going to cost. I think it's a 95. They start at 400 and go up.
Oh, geez.
Whoops.
1895.
And then here's the last page. This has got the 21. This is a 21D. That's the 21Ds down here. And that's the only year Morgan made them a D. That's the first year Denver went into production. And that's my Carson City. Well, I show the reverses on the mint mint types and the date for the front. You like that, Craig?
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's stunning. Wow. How long? So it's taken you 2 years to get that far in that book? Because that's impressive.
No, honey, I've got 14 different Dansko books. This is one of the ones that's not complete. I've got several that are complete.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the Morgan?
No, I've got different series. I've got one of the Morgan books, but I also have another Morgan book. It's actual individual years and mint mark, and it's far from being complete. It'll never be complete.
Do you ever send anything off for grading?
Yes. In fact, I have one sent off right now. Robert sent it off for me. It's a 1960 small over large date with an RPM, and it has a lamination. Because it's an era and a variety coin, we decided to send it off and see how they label it. Because I have never seen one, and Robert had never saw one either. So,
Oh, wow.
so yeah.
That's become my favorite too. I love watching those unboxing videos
Mm-hmm.
to see like what grade they think they're gonna get, and then when they reveal what grade they actually got.
Right.
I just wish that they would say why they graded coins the way that they do sometimes, though.
Grading is an art, to be honest with you, but it's still ran by people. I mean, it's humans doing the grading. So, people have good and bad days. So I'm sure that what may bring a 66 one day may bring a 67 or a 66 plus the day before or the day after. I mean, the thing is with PCGS, I think they use, and Amy, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they use 3 different graders per coin. And
That I wouldn't know.
you
To be
want
honest, I said that I would not know.
I believe it's PCGS that does that. I don't know about Annex and NGC, but I'm pretty sure PCGS uses 3 different graders per coin.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of room for human error for sure.
Oh yeah.
Hey Phil, looks like Phil is on the chat.
Yeah.
RPM, you're welcome.
How are you feeling?
Cool. How you doing, brother?
How's that loose neck?
I'll be right back. Let me put this one up and I'll return in a moment.
Did you say 84, 85, and 86?
No, 93, 94, 95.
93, 94, and 95.
Yeah, those are your 4
Yeah.
hardest years. Fine. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Thank you, Blockhead. So anyway, yeah, those Morgans are starting to get my attention too, the Silver Eagles. But I'm telling you, I start to stray, and then I'm like, nope. I gotta focus on my pennies, or I gotta focus on my on my half
It's okay
dollars.
to stray though, because I mean, you can get tunnel vision when you're looking at the same things over and over and over, and it's like, okay,
Mhm.
what am I doing again? Wait, why? So I
Right.
mean, I completed my Canadian large cents, and it took me right about a little over a year.
Wow.
I still don't have a couple the big varieties.
Hold on.
I have all of the years, and that's what I wanted to do, was make sure I had all the years, including the key date. So I was able to recently just upgrade my key date. And that took a little bit of time to do because key dates are usually pretty pricey. So
How long have you
But-
1 year to complete that set, and you don't live in Canada, do you? Like, how did you find your coins?
auctions, eBay,
Oh, okay.
just doing whatever I could to find what I needed. But I never lived far from Canada. I do now, but now I'm close to you.
You close to Texas or Houston?
I'm close to Houston. I'm in Texas.
Oh, cool.
I'm just north of Lufkin now.
No way.
So-
That's where my daughter-in-law lives with my That's actually who you hear, Flordelina. That's my grandbaby is here.
Oh, nice.
Look, you see his little
I
hand?
go to Lufkin.
I see it now. It's
Go
right
to
You
behind-
see him? Come here, Papa. You want to say hi?
Well, hey there, little fella.
This is my fluffy grandbaby. Look how fluffy he is.
Get on YouTube, big boy.
What are
Hi
you
there.
eating?
Say hi.
3 youngin.
My fluffy baby.
She Pirate. This is the first. When I started collecting foreigns, I started out with coins. I ended up collecting a few bills as well. And this is the one I put together. This is just foreign stuff, foreigns and coppers and things like that.
Ooh, I like that. That's
And then
nice.
these are odds and ends. Quite a few Canadian. This is a 68 set of Canadian coins. I've got some of the commemorative dollars. Amy, you've seen most. You have all of these, plus a lot more I don't. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, the Canadians.
Yeah. And
Oh, I need that page. You can send me that
Yeah.
page.
that one, you need that page today.
That page.
And these are Canadians as well. I like the Canadian. And then
Yeah.
these
Ooh.
Canadian pennies. Plus I have rolls. This actually is some of my older Canadian pennies. These are an Aunt BU. These are just, I got 19, what have I got? 1902
Got a 25.
to 1951. Something like that. A few of the year. And this is just some other, I think these are most, I can't remember where these are from now.
Well,
Nice.
that 1969 up there looked like it was Bahamas.
Most of these are New Zealand.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, New Zealand. And
Ooh, pretty.
That's another chapter in my collection. I have a bunch of foreign coins that I need to separate
yeah,
too.
I've got several other pages of them. I'm not going to go through them all.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is just my
I
form.
can't wait for my binder to look like that.
This is one of them. I've got 3 of these, and then I've got 14 Dansko. And not that's how I started out in using 3 binders. And this is my type. This is my Cadillac of all my collection books. I've got more money in this one book than I've got just about everything else.
Very, very cool.
Oh, this is my presidential. I'm sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. This is my proof presidential book. I forgot about it. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these, but these are the gold presidential dollars.
Wow.
Yeah,
Complete set and proof. My camera.
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's
I love
very nice.
presidential dollars. A lot of people don't like them. I like them.
I like them. I've got 2 sets. I've got a set of mint state, regular mint state, business strike, and then I've got this set of proofs.
Be right back, guys. I like
Okay.
it.
I'll dig out my type set in a minute, but anyway, that's another one of my dance skills. Yeah. There you go, Andy. Oh,
Yeah.
it's all the front, man, Amy.
What's that?
Hold on. Sorry, guys. Let me mute real quick.
That's all right. It's amazing though how she probably says she starting out with a 3 binder. It's kind of amazing to me how you graduate, your way up.
Oh
Very
yeah,
easy.
I have 3 binders. I got my Sacagawea book. That's like, it's not a Dansko, but it's like a Dansko. And then I got my Canadian small and large cents. And I have other Whitman folders, quarters, pennies. And I'm starting to get a collection of books. And then I have another one of my binders is nothing but bills. And bills that I've collected, and then a few that I've been gifted. One that 37 that I was Canadian that I was gifted from you, and I was just gifted a devil's face.
Cool.
So I have that now. And yeah, it keeps going and going and going and going and going.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, it's just like a couple weeks ago when you said you'd seen them, but you never held a mint set.
oh, the
Did you like that set, Amy?
yes, I did.
Did
I
she
have it
pop?
sitting right up.
Oh,
so it doesn't get in the mix of this mess.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
I
then I
know.
keep one that I have like this, which is a slab 1931 Canadian dime. And, you know, these ones stay close to me.
Now, She Pirate, I'll show you a book you probably never saw before, and it's not a Dansko. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm doing well, Treasure Troll. Thank you. Not bad at all.
Where are we at with the remodel, girlfriend?
Oh, God. So, all that I have left to do in Rainer's room, which is the room right next to this one, is caulk the trim, paint all the trim, and figure out what I'm going to do with the ceiling. We're going to have to put some cord around on between the floor and the trim.
Oh, yeah.
We were going to try and just do trim, but we're going to have to put another piece under there. So we got all that. And then basically short of the windows being replaced, because they need to be replaced all the way around, that room is basically done. And I have a she shed coming that's already been taken care of, but we've had so much rain
Yeah.
that they can't deliver it. So, and of course, it's supposed to dry out for the next few days. It would probably work. And then it's supposed to rain for another week, you know,
Mhm.
we're in monsoon season. So,
Yeah.
Oh, monsoon season?
oh
yeah.
gosh.
We get that. We have monsoon season for 11 months.
Right. I had a couple walk up to the house yesterday. They were in their 20s. They're actually from Houston. And the property right behind ours, I guess it was his grandmother's. He didn't stumble or anything when he said why they were there, because of course I asked questions like, what are you doing, you know? And
Mhm.
but they were able to pull into the property fine, but then they tried to whip around like this and drive through the thing, and they never checked the ground, and they just went bleh. So I had to go drive the tractor down there and pull them out.
No.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, he's like, if I had a $20 bill, I'd totally give it to you. I'm like, dude, don't even worry about it. I was like,
Oh,
I've done
that's sweet though.
a lot crazier, stupider crap than this. So
Yeah.
all good.
She Pirate, have you ever seen an album like this?
Wow. It's an
That's
album
the-
that holds the slabs.
Yeah, this is huge. This thing is the biggest album. When I ordered this, I expected something bigger, a little bigger than a Dansko. No, it was I did a whole video on this. It's called a mega album. And this is
Whoa.
where
What's the dimensions on that to hold 3 slabs
it
across?
holds 9 slabs per shade, per page, and then you've got several pages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I've got some of my slabs in it, and then I have a case that holds 50 other slabs. But it holds 54, I think, altogether.
Oh man, that is nice.
So that's my slab book. This one's kind of, if you don't have a lot of room to keep books and stuff, I wouldn't recommend buying one of these because they take a lot of space. And
Yeah,
I'm
that.
actually, but I need to buy another one. But again, room is I'm starting to run out. I started out in my den and I built a room just for my coins, and now I'm putting them back in the den, so I'm kind of outgrowing my room.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I know I have never seen a binder like that. That's
You ever seen one of them, Craig?
what does it say on the front? What does it have on the cover?
It's just a plain cover.
Oh, okay.
Sleeve that comes with it. It's a binder sleeve that this goes into to hold it in place.
Very nice. Thank you for showing me that.
I
That's
didn't know if
awesome.
you'd ever saw one before.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be down in a minute.
That looks like a law book.
Right? I bet you it weighs like one.
Oh, it weighs more than a
a
lot.
law book.
You wouldn't believe what 54 slabs weigh, especially with most of them with silver dollars in them.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Amy, have you ever seen a slab book like that?
I've seen them, but I haven't messed with them because, I mean, when it comes to slabs, you can feel free to laugh all you want because
Oh, we
I
love
did.
that, girl.
This Green Mountain coffee box, there's my slabs. That's my slab box. They're all in their own
Whatever
little bags.
works. Whatever
But that's
works.
If it works, do it, you know?
Yeah.
right. I mean, they fit perfectly in there. So that's my slab box. But that's all the slabs that I do.
Put this thing up. I'll be right
I
back.
haven't spent a lot of money on buying slabs. You know, I've bought a few and some have been gifted. And so, you know, that's what it is. I try not to, I like the hunt, the treasure hunt is
I
my
do
thing.
too. Yeah.
You know, obviously you can't really treasure hunt unless you're a metal detectorist. You can't really treasure hunt Ikes and
Right.
Morgans and you know, large silver dollars, piece dollars, but nickels and dimes, pennies, quarters, that kind of stuff I love to treasure hunt. So instead of buying stuff slabbed, I like to hunt and see what I can find.
Right.
And that's kind of the way I like to go with that stuff. So I don't, you know, unless it's something I absolutely have to have, I don't really worry about slabs.
Right. I just like slabs. This is my slab box, Amy.
Right. Some people really like having them.
That's really
cool.
nice. Yeah, that's very cool.
And that's the way that works. It's just,
That's fancy.
well, not really. They're
Jeez.
not expensive at all. I don't even know what all I got in here. There's a 1963 PR68 with toning. I don't know if you can see that.
Yep.
Can you? Let me kill the light, baby. It'll show up. Come on, camera. It's pulling one of Robert's cameras on me. Come
That's
on.
a beautiful coin.
There it goes. Yeah.
What scratches you see are on the slab, not on the coin. Yeah, but it doesn't have the full step in signature, but it looks full step to me, so I don't know. But I'm not a grader, so. But anyway, that's just where I keep my extra slabs than that. And
Hey, Jeeps.
these are like $20 a box and a whole 50 slab. I mean, they're really reasonable. I'm just trying to show everybody how different ways of storing a coin.
Nobody wants to follow my example because you'll have people looking at you cross-eyed.
Well, see, what you could do, Craig, if you wanted to, was you could get a 3-ring binder, or just $1 one from Walmart, and then buy the sheets and just put them in the little sheets. I mean, you keep them in the bags, but then, you know, that way they're not just flailing around wherever.
Oh, they're not flailing around. But, you know, that's my mortgage collection.
Ah,
Oh, there you go.
nice.
That really just puts people over the edge.
Wow.
I won't show you the rest of the carnage because it just really makes people nervous.
Yeah, this is just a cheap binder. I don't know. It was used for something else. I took everything out of it. And Alden sent me sheets to put bills in. So
I sent you a few of them. I can't remember how many I sent you, Amy.
I think you
Yeah.
sent me 10 and I have, what do I have? Three more to go.
I have some more.
But-
If you need them, I'll send you some more.
It at least got me out of just having a stack of bills.
Yeah, it was wild because Amy, I was on her stream one night and she pulled out this pile, and I'm talking about a pile, almost as wide as this thing, of nothing but just individual bills in sleeve. And she said, "Well, I want to put these in an album." I said, "Well, I happen to have some extra pages, so I'll send them to you." And then she forgot about it. And when I sent her something else, I threw them in with it. And she said, "I forgot all about these."
I did. I had forgot all about them and was like completely floored. So this is where I have
I'll probably have some. I'm sorry, Amy.
my foreigns that I'm really, other than Canada. I don't really, to me, I don't consider Canada foreign because I grew up right next to Canada. So I do have a thing on here about what James Wiles doubling system. But and then I printed out like all of the different denominations throughout history for UK coins. And so I have all that right in the front.
That's cool.
And then this starts with the really oldest and each different one of Queen Victoria that I have. And then we
Wow.
start half farthings and half pennies and
Girl, I'm gonna need you
these
to
are
scan that and send that to me.
all 3 pence, 6 pence, and it just goes from there. Shillings. I have a ton to add, courtesy of Majestic.
That
and
is a nice
Jeeps.
collection, Amy. I like that.
Yeah.
Few others, and then towards the and I mean I still have more pages to fill up, but trust me, I could fill them up. I just haven't gotten to doing it yet. But then I got France and Austria, Switzerland. I got all my Bermuda, Bahamas, some Greek, Hong Kong, Honduras. I mean, just a little bit of everything. I try to keep like one of each country of a coin that I really like. If it's not something that I'm gonna go gung ho and like try and get a bunch of.
Right.
So basically, I've been with the foreigns. It's UK, Australia, New Zealand, and anything Yugoslavian, Croatian, from that general vicinity. I do have my oldest coin is my Roman Trajan, which is from 9880. That is my oldest coin. And then I do have a couple of cobs as well from the 1400s.
Cool.
But I need to make like a frame or something for those.
Oh yeah, those.
But my son's
I've got Robert.
right. My son's name is Trajan, so
Robert sent me a silver
And-
Roman coin that, from around Christ time, and I'm thinking about putting it in the frame. Hello, Jeep. It's good to see you, my friend.
So, but yeah, when it came to starting collecting, I did the exact same thing She Pirate did, and I went absolutely nuts and gung ho on everything.
I
Yeah.
did.
And I really, really enjoy coin roll hunting. So it got to the point where I didn't have a whole lot of coins worth keeping. I just had pennies flying out of my butt everywhere, and I couldn't make sense of what was where because I'm not really good at organizing. And so I'm like, yeah. So then I had to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And this is, what I want to do and focus on getting all the wheats that I could get. So I got some Whitman books and just started filling them up with wheat pennies.
What do you got there, Sheep Pirate?
Looks like a W.
Yeah. The West
W.
Point that
That looks like it come from Jeeps.
yes it did. I just put them in little flips.
Nice.
They're really, really nice ones too. Thanks again, Jeeps. You're awesome.
Oh, Jeeps is number one, son. I think the world of.
You know.
For the
Without a
record,
doubt.
I'm going to find a Wisconsin low leaf before he does. I'm just
Oh,
throwing that out.
challenge on.
I'm hunting
Challenge.
coin searching too, Jeeps. I'm hunting a new roll of 60Ds I had come in yesterday.
Well, you got about 7 more supposed to be delivered tomorrow.
I can't wait.
Or was it tomorrow? Oh, it may not be tomorrow.
I think that's the only reason I bought them, Amy's, because you couldn't get them open.
I couldn't get them open, and I wasn't gonna break out the hairdryer and bring it in here. And I was like, no.
Trust me, for 60 days, I'll bring out a blowtorch as long as it didn't hurt the coin.
But if you find more than one large date over small date, just remember your girl.
If I find more than one, I'll make sure one of them comes to you, Amy. Free of charge.
Please. Yay. If you find a small date over large date and you find more than one.
That's what I said.
Oh, I said
With
large.
the
over
RPM.
small.
Yeah. I have found 3 so far. And I've got I probably searched 10 to 12 rolls, and I've got 7 more back there. Well, 6 now, because this is one of them that I hadn't gone through. And then I got the 7 coming from you that are shrink wrap.
Yeah. Well, one of them is not.
Oh,
There's just one roll that is not,
that's fine.
but the other 6 are, and they're old. You know, that tape gets all yellow and crunchy and crusty.
Oh, yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
Because that's where you find a lot of your small over large, because in the last few years, they've become pretty popular and people are actively looking for them in BU roll.
Yeah. Don't ever send a roll like that to me because I would never open it.
I have to open it. I'm just one of those people. I'm like, if I got a roll, I got to look at it.
If it's in
I
an
sat on
original draft roll, I would just put it in the stack.
No, I have an original bank wrap roll of 58 Ds I got, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, and I sat on them for about 2 weeks, and it was driving me straight batshit crazy because I was like, I got it.
Amy,
What do I do? What?
I have an original bank rep roll. It's 42 Ds. I've not even looked through yet.
These are driving me bananas too.
Oh,
This is the first time I own anything like this, so I'm afraid of taking them out of the tape.
What is it, Sheep Pirate? You got?
What is it?
Oh, ADS.
EDS proofs.
Yeah.
Oh, wear gloves and put a nice cloth down.
Yeah.
And
I
what
need
I
to really be.
What I do with them?
Let me
Because
show
I
you
have
what I do. Let me
And
move
I
this
just
over.
very nicely lay them out on the cloth like this and like
Don't mind the cigarettes.
That's what I'm gonna have to do, right?
get all ginger, like don't breathe, don't cough, don't sneeze. Just
You're right. I need to do it. I need to call in to work one day, and that way I know the kids are off to school and I have the whole house
Right.
to myself.
exactly. Yeah, I don't normally open anything proof like that with my kids around because my little one likes to walk up and he loves to look through pennies with me.
They want to
And so
help.
he'll
They want to
he'll
help.
walk around and just grab it. I'm like,
That's the way I
Yeah.
do mine, Sheep Pirate. I lay them out on a nice cloth.
yeah, just like that.
Yeah. Okay.
They go straight from my scope into the tube.
Okay. Yeah, I have
Let
a
me
lot
get
of.
it. Jeep says he does his on sandpaper so they don't roll away. He uses 60 grit.
That's funny.
Yeah, Jeeps goes hard.
This one's rough. That's funny.
That's funny.
Whoop. I went to my microscope instead of the other camera.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now I want to start working. I know Alden has a really, really super cool typeset. I'm very envious about.
I was getting ready to feel that in a minute, Amy.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to see it.
Oh, you've never seen my
I'll be-
typeset?
I'll be honest. I don't think I want to see it. I might not like you after seeing it. Like,
Oh, you'll
God.
love me anyway. You'll just.
No.
If you want
It's-
it, I'll break it out. I got the setup to show it tonight. So
I have to go through and I have to make a list of all of the countries that Queen Victoria oversaw when she was queen, because I've been wanting to do this typeset, and it doesn't have to be anything. It doesn't have to be a specific denomination,
Right.
but the British Empire was quite large during that time. And so there's, I don't know how many different countries, provinces, whatnot.
Hey, I am.
And I want to get a Queen Victoria coin from each one.
Wow.
It doesn't have to be.
You know how big an undertaking that is, Amy?
I know. I've had a lot of people like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I do. So obviously I have Canada and I have Britain. I have no, I don't have Hong Kong. I have King George, the 6th from Hong Kong. But Yeah, there's a bunch. And then I have another one, and I can't even think of the name of it off the top of my head, that I got from Rivendell, that I didn't even realize that was one of the countries that was in the British Empire during that time.
Now, I'll tell you what,
But he sent it.
Rivendell's a
I wanted
walking
to-
encyclopedia.
Oh, that man is smart.
He is extremely. Yeah, he told me earlier, he sent me a text earlier, Joe did, that he's back with Baldwin. He was tired and he might lay down and might make it, he might not. So Joe's always here with me, always supports me. So get some rest, my
Kids will
friend.
do that too.
You sure you don't want to see it type said, Amy?
Yeah, I want to see it. Show it.
I'll be
Go
back.
ahead.
I'll be back.
We're getting
I do,
ready to have our 6th grandbaby this fall.
Congratulations, Craig.
Ooh, 6th grandbaby.
Wow.
It'll be number 6.
I'm not-
It'll be exciting.
That was my
No.
grandson you just saw, and then I have an adopted granddaughter. She's the same age as my son, so they're 6. So when they spend the night on the
nice.
weekends, it's like having twins.
Nice.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, Amy
I
knows.
have no grandchildren. My oldest is 15.
JJ, you need a couple grandbabies. I mean, there's nothing better in the world than grandchildren.
I know it. I love it.
I'm
I
trying to
love it.
get rid
My
of the
oldest is 23, and I have a 6-year-old, and I have a 1-year-old grandson and the 6-year-old granddaughter.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
No, I told my 15-year-old if he makes me a grandma anytime soon, I was gonna chop his stuff off.
Okay.
But his dad, he lives with his dad in Montana, and him and his stepmom, they have a son, Leaf, and he's 3. And so he was like, no, because he babysits Leaf all the time. He's like, no, no. I'm
That's
like,
my granddaughter. She just turned 2.5.
Nice.
Oh,
he's
Congrats.
adorable.
she's sweet.
She's meaner than a
So-
black snake, but I love it to death.
Oh yeah, those little girls, dang, they're sassy. My granddaughter, she's the boss.
All right, I'm gonna have to readjust this camera, guys. Hang on. Amy's going, oh no, here we go.
I'm chewing my nails.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
I don't know if the light's gonna help or hurt, so I'm gonna leave light off for now. But the this is 1803 half cent. It's been holed, but the coin is phenomenal shape. The
Wow.
woman I got this from, it was your great 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 grandmother's, and she held it in 1807 and wore it as a necklace till she died. Passed it on, and it kept passing through generations till I got it. And the lady was never married, never had no kids, knew I collected coins and gave it to me.
Wow.
Nice.
So that's the only
You should
whole
present
coin.
yourself, Alden.
You what, Amy?
You should present yourself so we can see it.
Okay, hang on. I forgot about that. Here we go. As you can see the hole in it. It's the only whole coin I have in my whole collection, but the reason I have it is because of the history behind it. And
Priceless. It's
this is
beautiful.
a 1809 classic head, half cent. Coronet, I think this is a 1949, well, 1950, I think. This is a 18, hang on, let me look. This is an 1803 drape bust in fair condition. There's a classic head. That is a 1811, I think.
Isn't that a cat bust?
No, it's a classic. No, this is a classic head. That's an 1808, first year production.
Oh, wow.
This is the cornet. This is the refurb cornet. And then you get
Agreed.
into your Flying Eagles. This is the very first year of the Indian head, which was a different composition than these ones.
Is that the fatty?
That's the fatty.
Yeah.
This one is with the laurel. This is the same composition, but it's a different pattern. It's got the oak wreath with the copper nickel. And then the bronze, which came out in 1864. This is an 1864, I believe, Indian head. This is a 1909 VDB penny. Let's see. That's a 58. Of course, the Steely. And then a regular modern. That's my 2-cent piece. This is a silver 3-cent Trime. It's got a little ding in it, but I like that one. I've got 3 of them, but this particular one I like because of the character. And this is a nickel 3-cent piece. It's called a 3-cent nickel. Moving on, we got. Now here's some of the coins I'm pretty proud of. This is a 1830 cap bust, half dime. I can't see the year on this, but these are both mint state because they both come out of slabs. I think this is the 1938 Liberty. This is 1954 Liberty with arrows. These two were slab coins that I took out and busted out of the slab, which the stickers from the slabs are in the back, so I know which one's which. This is a 1860 Liberty seated with it's the legends, got the legends. Now my 5-cent nickel, the shield nickels, I need to upgrade. These are both in good shape or good or better, but I'd like to have some in MS states if I can find them. And there's the Liberty head, second Liberty head. Now this buffalo is first year issue. This is a variety one, and it's a 1913, and it come out of a slab. As you can see, it's in pretty nice shape. And let's see down here. Here's the second variety. This is variety 2. Variety 1 was on a hump. The buffalo was standing on a hump. Second variety was on a flat. This is a 19. What is that? That's a 64. This is a 64 proof nickel. This is a 1942 war nickel. This is a cap bust dime. It's an 1828, I believe. This is an 1838 seated Liberty dime. Down here we have, I think this is a 53. I have to look to be sure. That's a Liberty seated. That's with arrows. This was the one with the legends a year later. A Liberty head, and then of course Melissa's favorite coin, the Mercury dime, and the Roosevelt. Then you kind of get into the bigger boys. This is the jewel of my collection. Is my 20-cent. Let me see. Let me get this focus better. That's my 20-cent piece, and it's in. Look if the camera. Yeah, that's a nice piece. That coin's worth several $100s, and I like it. And I also like my. I think that's a 30. Yeah, it's 1938 cap bust quarter. And then you have the 57 seated Liberty. I'm sorry for the glare. And 2 other ones. I can't remember the exact years. I'd have to look, but those are my other 2 cap busts. And then this one's in pretty good shape for a barber. It's hard for me to find barbers in really good shape. And this is the best quarter I could find to go on the tape set. I've got several of them. This Canon Liberty here is not the best version I have, but it's the only version with 1916 variety 1. It's fair, good, but anyway. Now that's the variety too, and of course the modern quarters. Then you get into the bigger boys, the stuff I really like. This is the Seated Liberty 1852 53 with arrows on $50. And then we have a 1876 Seated Liberty and a 1907 Barbara half. Now these halves right here cost almost as much as these do. I don't know why the Liberty has so or the Barbers are so expensive, but in the final grades they're hard to find. And then we have a really mint state. This is a mint state 65 Walking Liberty. If I can get the camera to focus on it. It's not wanting to focus for me. Is it glare or what? Come on, focus. Focus. Anyway, I'm not going to get the camera much better than that. There it goes. And this is I think that's a 58. Yeah, this is my birth year. Mint State, Benji. Of course, the Kennedy Silver, the Kennedy Proof. And then for commemorative, of course, I've got the first one ever made, which is a Colombian. And then I have Stone Mountain. I've got the Booker T, and I've got the last one they ever made out of silver, which excuse me, which is Washington. Now I have one hole in my collection, and these are the big boys. This is a 1850 Liberty no model, and as you can see, it's in pretty good shape for the year. This one has avoided me so far. I found some, but I can't quite go $1,000 right now.
Whoa.
I'm looking for that one actively. I'll have it between now and spring. I'll have this book complete, and this is the only thing that backs me from being complete. This is my trade dollar, and it does not have chop marks. They come out of a slab. That's how. And the only reason I bought a slab trade dollar is there's so many of these fake that I wanted to make sure I got a real one. It's not the best shape. I think it was I can't remember the grade, but it was a very fine 40 or something like that. And then I've got a beautifully toned. You can't see the toning on it probably, but beautifully toned Morgan in this book, and of course my 1922 Peace Dollar, and so that's a regular. Actually, no, that's a Silverite too. And here on the last page, you just got the bicentennials. All these are in silver. This is a bicentennial set. And then you got, of course, the old hag, and you got Sacagawea. I can't pronounce that, but I've got a whole set of these too. And Sacagawea, that's it, honey. Number 50. Down here for the commemorative, I've got about every commemorative made, but I happen to have the double with this one, so I put Jefferson in there. And of course, the American Eagle. So that's my typeset, guys.
That's
Very
beautiful.
nice.
Wow. That's the second time
I'm
I
not
see
jealous
someone
at all.
display. And the other one I would think was missing two coins. And he also said he was going to have it done this year. But
I like
that's very nice. Very
it
nice.
took me 2.5 years to put that set together. And I've got enough for about another half set, not including the common coin. So, Amy, let's make a deal.
Yeah.
Ah.
Not probably going to happen right this year.
I hope I didn't bore everybody to death with that, but I just I love
I
talking
don't know.
coins, and
Yeah,
that
that was-
that is this is the pride of my collection. I have a lot of coin, not half of what most of y'all have, but this particular set is my favorite set of all time.
I'm pretty sure you got more than me by far.
I doubt it, Amy.
But that is a really, really, really good book. I like that book.
Mhm.
Like I said, I was just trying to get one of each denomination. I wasn't even trying to get like all of the, one of each type
I know, right?
of large cent and one of each type of nickel, which I think I have now anyway. But
Hey,
it
all.
was never my intention. It just kind of happened that way.
Yeah. Well, when I started putting a typeset together, I was like you. I just wanted one from, every kind, like a Cedar Liberty and one that still eludes me because they don't include this book, which is a 1809, 1799 flowing here. But beyond that, I've got all the rest of them. But the hardest one for me to find, besides the one I'm lacking, was the 20-cent piece. I had a 20-cent piece. It was in good condition. It might have been low VG. And I found this one, which is I'd say AU 55, AU 56, somewhere in there. I can't remember it. I can't remember what the grade was, but it's right around that. And I upgraded it for not a lot more than I had the original one. So that was a hard one. And to me, one of my favorite coins of all time is a 20-cent piece because of its history. They only made it 3 years.
Mhm.
Right.
One of the hardest things to get.
You what?
Johnny Ray, hello. And Ha, how are you?
Aloha. I didn't know you were here. Welcome.
Yeah, he came in, and Johnny Ray came in, and Oz is back.
I seen Oz back, and Diane's here.
So, no, I bought my Sacagawea book, and I know Diane, those are her favorites. She likes those.
Yeah, I need to get you a Sacagawea Dansko. I've got a complete set, but I don't have a book to put them in.
This is an Intercept Shield Sacagawea.
Hang on a minute. There you go.
So
it's
so it pops out like so. This actually is just P&Ds, but whoever had done this, because I bought it with these in it, they really took their time to find very, very nice ones, like Mint State, even though they're P's and D's. So what I need to do, on this page, it also had the 2000 and 2001 S's. So it had the two proofs. So I need to start working on getting the proofs for each year, and this will be done. I do have a 2007 proof that I was given to help with this, but it's in a slab. It's in a PCGS.
I think.
And I really don't want to break it out.
Amy didn't hold me to this, but I believe I have a full set of proofs.
You have a what?
A full set of the Sacagawea proofs.
Oh, really?
I believe so. I'd have to look. I think that I've got a set of them in one of my 3-ring binders.
Oh, nice.
When I first started, and then I ended up putting another set together that I want to put into a Dansko like yours. But I think I have an extra set of proofs. If I do, I'll holler at you.
Oh, yes. Let me know for sure. So, yeah, once I do that, then my Sacagaweas will be done. Because they are one of my favorites too, Diane. I really like them.
I do too. I think they're beautiful coins.
People don't like them in presidential dollars. I think they're freaking cool.
Yeah, I have a set of proofs in them. I love them. I think I showed them a while ago.
But, I like the otter coins. So, and then these are my Canadian books.
Bringing out more good stuff. Oh, wow.
Yes. Nice. So this is my large cent book, and these are just like Danskos. They're made by Lighthouse. And that's upside down and backwards.
And backwards.
And this is the small cent.
That's cool.
So, and these are super nice. So, yeah, it's not everything is, same grade wise. Wow. And I do have a couple holes because those are your larger varieties. So this one here is your 1891 small leaf and large leaf. Now, finding a small leaf,
Yeah.
you know, that's one of those that's not easy.
What year
But it
was
goes through 1891. There's 4 different varieties for that year. So you have a large leaf, large date, large leaf, small
I
date,
think I've got a roll
small
of it.
leaf,
I have to look.
small date, and a small leaf, large date.
I need to send you a bunch of my Canadian rolls, Amy, because I don't really collect them.
Okay.
I've got a bunch of them. I've got probably 25 or 30 BU rolls in Canadian. Small sample.
Really? That would make this book look a lot prettier. So, of course, this one's going to have holes
Oh, yeah.
because the Canadian 1909 SVDB cohort is the 1925. I do not have the 1925. I also do not have a 1923. That's another one. So, but I do have every other one, and some of those 20s are not easy to find.
I bet they're not.
And then, of course, I do not have a 53 shoulder fold, and yes, I look diligently for them. I do not have a 65 small beaded pointed 5. You know, there's varieties, and the nice thing about these is they put them in here. So, the bad thing about this particular book is that they put 2 of the same page in here for dates because they're all labeled. So this page and this page have the same dates. So I had to go through and use Coins in Canada to figure out what of each year I need. But yeah, so my small cents are not done because I still don't have a 2012, which was the last year they made pennies in Canada. And then you also have, what is it? I think it's a 2006. You want to find, they have so many different ones. Canada's crazy. So they have ones with the RCM logo. They have ones with a P mint mark. And then they have ones with no mint mark. Some are magnetized, some are not.
Huh.
So it gets a little dicey on trying to figure out which ones are which. And yeah, so like She Pirate was saying, she'd start doing one thing and she gets scattering goes over here. It's okay to do that because I started getting really tunnel vision with these small scents, and I'm like, and I haven't gotten back to them. Now I'm starting to go, I really need to get back to doing that. I need to finish that. But I've taken like a 6-7 month break on even looking at them. So
Amy.
now that I've broke it out and I've looked at it, I'm going, now I'm starting to itch. Like, I need to get back to doing that. Finishing it. It's the really large varieties, though, that I don't. The RCM was on crack in 2006. Exactly, CJ. What's up, my nemesis?
Hey, CJ. How are you, my friend? Welcome to the stream.
Well, y'all are making me look bad because I completely neglected my books.
Hold on a minute. Let me give you the
And you look, I have stuff that's loose, and now I'm like, well, shit, look at their binders, and it looks so good. I start popping my coins in. So I'm doing that now.
I see my.
Well,
Oh,
there's
you
nothing
probably
wrong
can't
with
see.
that.
I'll show you. Brings us all back up, but my desk is absolutely. Look at this, She Pirate. Do not feel bad. This is my desk. There is, and a cat that just knocked a bunch of coins over. There's coins everywhere, like everywhere.
That looks like the desk in my study, Amy.
Yeah, it's bad. It's not healthy.
The 2 desks I keep in my corner, and I try to keep straight, but the one in my den, my lord, you can't see the tabletop because of coin.
Right.
Coins
Oh
and
no, you can get me off here. I'm making people dizzy. I'm trying to get my camera to sit up right.
Are you using your new camera, Amy?
Yeah, I am. I have it set up on top of my monitor
Ah. Yeah, I use
with
I
the
put mine on
tripod,
a
like
tripod.
it's kind of barely hanging in there. Because I don't have a better spot to put it right at the moment. Obviously, I have crap everywhere.
Do you need a tripod, Amy?
No, I have a little one it came with,
Oh.
which is fine. I just have to put it somewhere where it's not going to be in the way. But then I made a, I don't know if you saw, I did a video yesterday and I did a bunch of still shots because I have a bunch of Morgans to get rid of and stuff. And so I set it up over here on a black mouse pad, and I used this to make a nice background.
One wooden.
Ooh, what is
Sweet. I like that.
I just found this in one of my books. So you see, that's how scattered I am too.
That's cool.
Someone gifted this to me from the community. Isn't that neat?
That is neat.
Very neat.
That is cool. I like that. I like odd stuff.
Yeah.
I got a few chicken coins that Joe Durbin sent me.
Does anybody get into those into the what is it, the hobo nickels?
I would love a real hobo. I bought one from Big T. It was a reproduction. It's still cool. I really liked it.
I've got a couple of
but
them.
I sent that to that was one of the things I sent Phil for his Secret Santa
Oh,
was
Cool.
a hobo nickel.
I like the hobos. I don't have that many. I've only got a couple of them. CJ says, you don't have guys have no idea the carnage it is my desk.
CJ.
And all the projects you're in, I believe it.
You guys don't even want to see my collection.
I was gonna say, I'm not even gonna show my desk in the damn. Joe teases me about my other desk being so clean, there's a spot of dust on it, but you don't see the messy desk. I don't show it. I'm lucky. I've got 3 different desks, and they all stay full of stuff. But that one in the den, my God, looks like one ever went through and just stayed there spinning.
I think that when I was going through part of my collection with Rich Cowley, he wanted to reach through his camera and strangle me.
Well, the good thing about keeping my desk like this is, I always tell people this is organized chaos. I know where everything is. If you ask me where a specific coin that I've been looking at is, I know which little bitty piles it is.
Right.
But it also keeps people in my household off my desk because they look at it and go, I'm not touching anything over here. It's like,
yeah, my wife's like that. She's like, your coin room and your den, I don't mess with anything on that desk because I know I'm going to screw something up or I'm going to move it. I'm going to touch something I'm not supposed to touch with my bare hands.
Right.
I'm like, smart girl.
That's right.
But she's kind of giving me the coins herself a little bit. I bought her a few, and she's really liking them. But what she stole my collection of Joe Durbin Bell.
Which
Oh,
one?
did she?
Oh yeah, I've got 5 sitting on the mantle right now that she stole out of my coin room, and I've got 3 more smuggling in. Joe's made me that she don't know anything about, and I guarantee she'll sniff them out like an old hound dog. She loves them bells. Oh Lord, I'll say. And then Joe made her one out of 3 silver eagles, and it's probably the thickest, heaviest one he's made, and it also has a sterling silver handle. And that's the most beautiful bell I've ever saw in my life. I showed it the other night on one of my streams.
Is that the one with the really intricate, detailed handle?
Yeah, that's that one. You've seen it, I think, Amy.
Yes, I have. That thing is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous bell. But that one, that's the only one that actually belongs to her. The other 5 are mine. Well, they used to be yours, honey. Now they're mine.
Right. They used to be yours. They're hers now.
Well, you know how
You're right.
You know the old cliche, yours is mine and what's mine is mine too,
Exactly. It's usually how it goes.
But hey, if mama ain't happy, nobody happy. Is that right, Craig?
That's right.
That's all right. I've been shopping for a tent and I want a really nice one. And he goes, I know what you're doing. I said, what are you talking about? And he goes, you're just trying to make sure you have a really nice tent so whenever you leave me, you won't be homeless. Really? Maybe that tent's for you.
Right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, my wife said something similar when I bought that 20-cent piece. She said, "What are you trying to do? Bankrupt us?" I said, "No, I just wanted a nice one, baby."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you know, they can't beat you, they'll just join you. My wife is now collecting tools.
Oh Lord.
So,
Yeah, he kind of got me on that because I started doing a lot of stuff and I'm like, I don't want to use your tools because one, he is like super anal retentive and almost mean sometimes about it.
Now, most men are. Ain't
It's okay for him to throw his tools and leave them laying all over the house. But if you do it, woo,
That's
like, okay, well, then I need my own this and I need this and I need that. And when the Snap-on man comes, I want one of these.
you know you're in trouble when you're at Harbor Freight and you're ready to go before your wife is.
True.
Oh God, I could
You
stand
really know when you're in trouble when you're Basic Collections Craftsman and she's buying Snap-on.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, he owns one of those. He owns 2 Snap-on tracks. And I'm like, brother-in-law, hook me up. I want some tools. He's all like, family discount. And I'm like, family discount is still out of my reach. I still can't reach that.
right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but
They're not cheap.
no disrespect, but you know, a lot of that is name,
It's all names. Mhm.
availability.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
anything else, name carries you a long way.
And like the coin community, the mechanics will go bonkers on a set of tools. Like when you buy one strip of Snap-on sockets, it's like $500 or $600.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like
It is.
20 sockets.
And that 10 millimeter's gone in a week. Try everything you want to keep that 10 millimeter. Just because it's got Snap-on name to it, don't mean it ain't going to disappear.
Sometimes
I like the quality of Snap-on stuff. Knack tool and Snap-on. I like them both.
I have broken my fair share of Snap-on tools.
Oh, I've broken a few, but I ain't no problem replacing them.
Well, they have the lifetime, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does too. All my
Yeah, I don't know if they have a
pneumatic-
lifetime guarantee on a toolbox that goes down a semi-ramp, though.
I had $70,000 worth of tools stolen
Oh no, Craig.
Oh,
in
man.
2010, and the insurance company gave me $8,200 for the $70,000 worth of tools.
Oh my God.
So
Depreciation.
yeah, lifetime warranty tools.
Yep. That's crazy.
It was crazy, and it wasn't a very good subject for me for a long time.
Guaranteed.
Right.
Wouldn't have been me either, my friend. CJ says the 10 millimeter is gold plated.
So now I have my tools where I can see them in a visual range, and I watch them like a hawk.
Where'd they get stolen from? From a storage unit?
No, from my barn. And
Oh.
the thing about it is we've got 400 acres of land in the country, and somebody went in and they took all my tools. They took all the fuel out of all my equipment. They took the batteries. They cleaned the whole shop out. They even took the beauty rings off of my pickup that was out of the barn.
That sounds like a
Oh,
team
my
of guys, not just one.
Oh, yeah.
So through the whole ordeal, I really have a hard time putting that kind of money back in my barn.
I guarantee.
Mhm.
Out there all the time.
Yeah, I've got
Right.
a shop out on the other side of the property of my house, and I worry about that. I've got probably $25,000-$30,000 worth of tools in it. I'd hate to see them gone.
Cameras are cheap. It's cheap insurance.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I
I've
save
got it
money
set up.
on
I haven't got it set up yet.
If you tell your insurance company that you got cameras on your property, they will give you a discount on your insurance right off the top.
Cool.
Mhm.
I did not know that.
Yep. I think we paid
Yeah.
10% on our homeowners policy because of the cameras in the barn now.
Well, that's cool. Diane, yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
something
You
that
got
we're
plenty of
actually going
tools.
to do.
I am so jealous of Joel's shop. I'm not envious, but I'm jealous as hell. Johnny Ray, I agree with you, and I think any good American-blooded male will. You can't have enough tools.
Nope.
My wife said, "You haven't used that tool in 20 years." I said, "Yeah, but tomorrow I'll need it if it's gone."
Just like anything
Right.
else, you hear something the next day, you're going to need it.
Yep, I'm bad for that. Oh Lord, we kind of graduated from coins back to tools now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both are very expensive habits.
Yes, they are, and very addictive. Coin collecting, I'll have to say, besides golf, is the most addictive thing I've ever done.
Yeah, and that's the majority of the reason why I like having that coin collection in the bank box. There's stuff in the bank box that I won't even take out of the bank.
Ah,
Yeah, I refuse to put stuff in the.
I won't even get it out of the bank box. But yeah,
I don't have a bank box. I've got a pretty big safe, and hopefully it'll hold without too much trouble. Because there's usually somebody here. My wife's as good a shot as I am. So
yeah. Well, when people worry
Yeah.
about my collection being in the bank, and I said, if the end of the world comes, I think I'll be able to get into that bank. I've got enough tools,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
and I probably won't be alone. There'll probably be other people wanting stuff out of those bank boxes too.
Yeah, Diane,
Right.
it is a good idea to have a off-site safe. That is true. Because I don't publicize locally. I mean, a few of the people I work with know I'm a coin collector, but I don't publicize it locally because I just, a lot of people know me, know where I live, and that's just not something I do.
The other thing I like outside of coins is old land titles and deeds.
Ah,
I've got a bunch of those.
Oh,
And it's just interesting to see those.
I like the
We
old
actually have
song.
ours from our house in Missouri.
Oh, really?
Yep. The original one. It's pretty cool.
Did you sell the house you were living in Missouri, Amy?
Yeah.
Okay.
We sold that house. We moved down here. We rented for a year. We bought another house down here. We lived in that one for about 2 years. We were renovating that one. And then due to jobs, we moved back to Michigan. And we just rented in Michigan. We stayed in the same place for the 3 years we were there. And then we moved back down here when we bought this place.
And you're redoing it now.
And we're redoing it.
That's
Why
left-
Why
Yeah,
Lufkin
you
though?
were redoing mine before we even moved in after I bought it.
We're not in Lufkin. We're about 45 minutes north of Lufkin.
Oh, okay.
We're actually north of Nacogdoches.
But
A lot of people don't know Nacogdoches, but they know Lufkin. So I always just say we're north of Lufkin.
Johnny
yeah,
Ray-
my daughter-in-law's parents live in Nacogdoches, and then she lives in Lufkin, about right next door to that Angelina school.
Oh, yeah.
hmm
Nice.
Small world.
Yeah, he works out of Tyler. but he was the one who actually picked this house and bought it before, I didn't. It's a long story, but I was like, I'm done. I'm not even making a decision. You figure out what we're doing. I was tired of arguing with him about it. So this is where we ended up. Which is okay, because we're out in the country. It's quiet, short of all the freaking coyotes right now.
Wow.
They're about enough to drive me bonkers at the present time, but
I'll be right back.
Okay.
yeah, it's actually the area we're in is small and it's rural and it's not bad at all. I don't mind
Oh,
it.
that's nice. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up.
Well, thanks for joining us, She Pirate.
Thank you for having me. It was fun chatting.
Yes.
Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone in the comments.
Good night. Have a wonderful evening.
All right, bye, y'all.
Ooh, she got me going. Okay, I need to start
Night,
putting these
Fire
in.
Girl. Yeah, I'm going to have to probably shut this down a little bit myself. I've got to get up early and go to the doctor and have myself checked out after my surgery. So,
Yeah.
Okie
Holden.
I'll probably surf around for a little while and then I'll probably go to bed myself. But I thank everybody for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me up, Holden. I appreciate it.
Oh, I love having you, Craig. You're welcome anytime. So's Amy. Amy's been on my panel many a times, haven't you, Amy?
Yes, sir.
We love having her on wealth of knowledge there. And I thank you, Robert, if you will rewatch this or being here tonight. I'm sorry that you're having difficulties with the family as far as sickness, and we'll be praying for you and your family. Thanks for everybody for being here. I'm sorry that we kind of got off topic tonight, which sometimes we do, but we still talked a lot about coin. Got to see a lot of coin. And I appreciate everybody sharing the knowledge and their collections, and Godspeed and God bless. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Good night, everybody.
See y'all.